not vertical.
Much easier to work with.
Yep.
More to see too. Well, we've got a lot more rain coming this morning. Already some of us seeing some of those raindrops on our commute. We've got some wet pavement too to look at on the I-74 bridge there. You see it's a little shiny this morning. Thankfully it's not ice, though we'll probably see that in about a month or two from now. But just rain this morning, nothing too heavy, a couple of light showers here and there. Whole lot of clouds, so it's going to be a dreary day, but I promise you by the weekend things are going to turn around quite quickly. Let's look and see where the rain is falling right now. We've got scattered showers working through Sterling Rock Falls and Milledgeville. A little light rain through Savannah. I'm going to zoom this out and show you the big picture here because this morning the coverage is scattered, but it's going to become more widespread, especially as we head into the afternoon as we watch this piece of energy and moisture push its way up to the north here. And then behind that, there's another dry slot working in. So the majority of the rain going to be falling this afternoon into the early evening, and then we'll see this lighten up as we head through the overnight hours. So let's go through future tracks, show you that process. There you see the steadier rain working up through the morning and even in through the lunch hour as well. So no outdoor lunch today, I'm afraid, but you can do that this weekend, and I'll show you the temperature here in just a minute. But looking at highs today, limited to the low 50s. That rain will continue more scattered for us tonight. Notice, though, another surge of some steadier rain pushing in for the morning commute tomorrow. That's likely going to be the last surge of some of those higher moisture levels because the bulk of this becomes more scattered as we go into early tomorrow afternoon. Now, with that rain coming to an end, I'd say by the noon hour or so, it'll be a little bit warmer tomorrow. Temperatures will manage to get into the mid-50s, and then all that rain coming to an end as we go to tomorrow night. So it looks like dry conditions will return. And there you see some clearing working in too. That will continue as we start the upcoming weekend. Rainfall amounts are still on track between about 3/4 of an inch to an inch at most. Now you see here future track getting a little aggressive with Kewaunee here. Can't rule out that some of you sneak over that 1 inch threshold, but I think the majority of us right around 3/4 of an inch is where we're going to be. We've turned briefly cooler here, so we've shut down the 70s and the 60s. You can see that tongue of some colder air sourced right from Canada, our neighbors to the north here. We'll see warmth try and push in here to the weekend, but by early next week, that's when the big pattern flip is expected to arrive. So if you've been wondering when are temperatures finally going to get cold enough for a hard freeze, that's going to be next week as we say goodbye to the unusually warm October that we have logged, likely again going to be in the top 5 in terms of warmest Octobers on record here in the Quad Cities. There's the cold air. Perfect timing coming in for November. The first week in November, by the way, likely to be all below the normal. Your normal high, 55 to 57, will be well below that for many of those days, and a hard freeze expected as early as Wednesday. So this weekend, kind of your last opportunity, get that outside stuff cleaned up, whether it's the garden, some of the other landscaping items, garden hoses, any water fountains, things like that. Get them emptied, cleaned out before we hit the middle of next week, because that's when temperatures will be taking the big nosedive during the nighttime hours. 47 is where we're at right now in Davenport with the light rain falling, 48 in Moline. Also a couple of raindrops there. Still a nice weekend once we get rid of those rain showers tomorrow. Low 60s for Saturday, mid 50s for your Sunday. Dry both days, and looks like we'll stay dry into early next week too. A couple of the models have been wanting to bring down a rain-snow mix, perhaps some snow showers, but I'm going to keep that out of the forecast for now. But it certainly looks like we're not going to avoid the freezing temperatures that are in the 20s starting Wednesday morning.